How's everyone going? Hope you're all well. Today I'm going to take you all through my crypto watch list. So let's get into it. Before I get into it, I'll address the chat. I'm all right. Tate, how are you? Hey Jeffrey. Hey Ray. Yeah, look, we've had a bit of green. So it's good. The short-term time frames are starting to look a little bit better. And if you are new here, I'm Sam. I'm a mentor at Trader Cobb, and yeah, about to take you through the watch list. So strap in, and yeah, let's begin. So I'll do a bit of a breakdown on Bitcoin first, and just to see where we're at the moment. So after this dump, you know, we started to travel sideways for a few days. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, yesterday was green. We'll call it 6. But we broke through. There was somewhat of a level of resistance. You know, around about here. Yeah, about 47k. We broke through that, and it looks pretty good. Let's see how this goes now. I hope I haven't jinxed it. I probably have. Sorry, not sorry. Good day, Trader Sam. How you going? Very good. Thanks, mate. I'm appreciating that the hair, that you're appreciating the growth of the hair. Thanks, Peter. Are we going to the moon? Oh, yes, we are. We are going. Bitcoin is going to hit $1 million by the end of today. I'm not being sarcastic. I definitely am being sarcastic. Anyway. Alright, so we broke through that level. We somewhat retested it, and now let's see what happens if we go and make new highs with this trend or not. But positive signs right now with Bitcoin. You know, we're seeing a bit of a recovery from that dump. So next in my list, well, first in my list really, because we can't really count Bitcoin because it's not really in there, is CRV. I really like how this looks on the 2. The reason being is we have trend. So we have higher highs and higher lows in here. MACD is converging at this stage. I want to see a pullback into the cradle zone to the 61.8% fib. See what it does. If it starts to pull back more, you know, then I'll go to the 4 hour and see what happens there. But yeah, have to wait and see what happens with CRV. So now we're on to Hedera, Hashgraph. All right, totally nailed that. I think I was watching it earlier on. Actually, no, I wasn't. No, it was on the 4 hour. Oh, okay. So this trend looks pretty nice. What we have high highs and higher lows. So we have trend, and we also have our MACD converging. I'll draw it from here. Haven't pulled back the most, so I can draw it from there too. Yeah, draw it from there. That's fine. So we pull back to the 50% fib. It's sitting nicely where it is right now. Candle closes in 55 minutes, so just under an hour. And yeah, as it looks right now, it looks pretty good. So I'm happy with that. Obviously, you know, check it against your checklist. Check it against the rules. If the rules are met, you know what to do. Dot 2 sideways. I'll have a look at Dot later. I'll have a look at Link as well. What's up, Sam? Not much, mate. Just doing a scan. You know yourself. All right. So watching that on the 4 hour. Now I like the way Rune broke this, you know, somewhat of a level. Strong break. You know, It's not a tradable level, let's put it that way, but there was definitely something happening here. And it broke it decisively. I would love to see Rune pull back to this level. I really would love it. I would love it because just as we broke the level strong, you know, if we pull back there, it's kind of gone on quite far. Yeah, look. It's not in the cradle zone here, so it's not really relevant to us. Dare I say this isn't really gonna work out. And now I look at it, it actually doesn't look good. So it doesn't look good on the 4. So I'm pretty sure I was watching it on the 2. Yeah, and it moved on a bit. Look, I'll keep it in the watch list because it's trending nicely, but I wanted that level to play a part in the trade, and it doesn't look like we'll get that, but it is trending nicely, and I do like the way it looks, so I'm just going to leave it in. Alrighty, so we don't really have a trend here on the daily for SKALE, but the lowers look nice, I believe. Alright, so we have higher highs and higher lows here. I want to see the price pull back on the 2. Where's the 1? Look, the 1 doesn't look too bad either. We need the price to pull back. You know, pull back to the 50%. I'll be happy with that. Do we have a cluster? Not close enough really. So watching the 1, the 2, and if it pulls back more, then I'll watch the 4. It gets a little bit less attractive as you go up the time frames. All right, so these ones here in the back end of my list, I'm pretty sure they're all dailies or potential dailies. So we have to wait obviously till tomorrow. But as it stands right now, I like the look of that. It's pulled back to the 50% fib. It's not going to be anything there. We have $10 in there somewhere. So, you know, that's your round number. 2-day also looks pretty nice. So let's keep that in the list and let's watch it tomorrow. We could, if this candle gets too big or it becomes a little, you know, doesn't look the best, then I'll go down to the lower time frames and see if any levels are there. All right, Solana. Once again, you know, this has been in my list, I don't know, for the past like couple scans anyway. It's always remained attractive, so I'm happy to keep this in there. I'm happy to watch it. This is a nice looking candle. This is a nice looking trend. So I want to see what happens tomorrow morning at the time this candle closes. Like the token before, you know, I'll go down the time frame, check if there's any levels there. Could give me a tighter stop, could give me a tighter entry. Another one. It's another one to watch. All right, Bonafida. Pretty similar looking chart, eh? It's like exactly the same. The chart structure I'm talking about. Look at this. Ready? It's identical. Anyway, that amazed me so much for some reason. Anyway, same analysis as before. I like to look at this candle. I will go down the time frames though and check if there are levels tomorrow at the time of this close. Okie doke. Holy. It's essentially the same analysis. Daily looks good. We're sitting in a nice area. The higher time frame's trending. Looks pretty damn good. Anyway. Yeah, all the last 3 of them were pretty much the same. All exactly the same. Like they look identical. Are they linked by any chance? Like I'll be honest, I don't keep up with the fundamentals of crypto. I see news here and there, but I'm not like entrenched in it. So All right, what I'll do now is I'll go through the comments. Let's have a look at Link. I think Link is like a people's favorite. It's like the people's champion. A lot of people I know like it. It's got a whole lot of hype behind it, I'd say. I've been hearing about it for ages, ever since I got into crypto. It was like, I think it was like the new kid on the block, and it made some decent gains. And yeah, everybody loved it. Well, there's not all too much to say about Link as it is right now. We broke this level here of or definitely decisive on the lower time frames. Look, it looks like it's the start of something with Link anyway. But look, it's on my list for a reason, because it wasn't quite attractive. All right, love the hair. I'm just reading the old comments. I saw a comment about Dot. So what's wrong with Dot? I just need to see more from Dot. Like, the lower time frames aren't attractive, and the 8 hour, look, it looks all right. Let's see what the 16 looks like. But there's no real trend here on the 16. I count that all as one movement, and we are divergent. There's definitely better out there. How is Theta doing? I don't know. How are you doing, Theta? Let's have a look. I'll check. Well, yeah, it's kind of bleh. Like, no words really. It's just, you have a low, then you have a high, then you have a lower low. Now you have a lower, new potential lower high, but it's not setting yet. You know, if we break that low all the way through here, I'll get my trusty old marker out. If we do this, then, and once we break that low, you know, we have a downtrend. But as it stands right now, we don't have anything. And if the price continues up, yeah, it's a bit of a mess, that's all. Thoughts on AVA? AVAX. Is it AVAPERP or is it AVAX? Well, I think I almost had this in my list, but I was umming and ahhing too much. So, like, you go to the 8 and it's starting to show some good signs. You know, we dumped, but now we've recovered and we're recovering. I'm just having a look at the lower time frames here. I should have moved this a bit closer. Hopefully you guys can hear me well. I'd say that's a bit better. So as we stand right now, on the 2, there isn't much to say. Don't necessarily have the cleanest looking trend, and same as the 4. Maybe linked because they are close in the alphabet. I don't know if you're playing with me, Alexis. AMP. Or is it AMPERP? Oh, it's ample, isn't it? Yes. Kind of a little bit of an ugly chart here. Don't really have anything nice to say about this one. Too spiky. So, on to the next. Feeder built on, so okay. Well, that makes sense then, why they look exactly the same. Thanks for that, mate. Oh, DVZ intention. DVS intention. Devious intentions. Oh, wow. There you go. That's a good username. Sushi 2 hour. Would you take? Let's have a gaze.
Well, Sushi looks nice. I just think I didn't put it in my... So why didn't I have this in my list? I think I just wanted to see it pull back more, because it was quite extended. Look, it's not a bad looking chart, to tell you the truth. What was your question? Would you take the first as a Sushi 2 hour? Would you take the first as a pullback, or just the price, move sideways and the EMAs catch up? No, this is definitely a pullback. That's definitely a pullback there. So we have a pullback here. Now we have a trend. Pullback there. And now we could potentially have a pullback. But it does look like it's going to be quite extended on the higher time frames. It's not necessarily a big deal. Doesn't mean that trades won't pop off. Is it true SLP was named after you? Yeah, that's actually my token. So all fundings from SLP will go to me. All right, straight into my bank account. No, it won't. It won't actually. It won't. I'm totally lying to you all. QNT. Is it? No, I swear. Does it have a perpetual contract? No. Okay, so is it even on FTX? It is not, but that doesn't necessarily matter. Is it on Binance? Go Bittrex. So, seeing some nice action here, all throughout there, but it's a little bit messy, also a little bit spiky too. Not really the best chart to trade. I went through CRV, so you're gonna have to either rewind the video if you can do that, or just wait until I'm finished. All right. Well, you know what? Because I am feeling nice today, I'll go through it. Ethan. All right. I hope you will too, Nicholas. So I was waiting for a pullback here on the 2. If it pulls back anymore, I'll wait for it on the 4. Yeah, the 1 hour isn't exactly the best. So yeah, just gonna be patient, wait and see what happens on the 2. And yes, well, do any of you have any other questions? I'm happy to answer, happy to go through anything. Oh, nice. Good to see. You're on the 1 hour, Alexis. Somewhere here, I assume. No problem. I haven't actually traded on Bybit, Mustafa, so I can't answer that question for you. Every exchange is different. All their interfaces are different. But speaking from experience, they all have similar characteristics with their order functions. Some might have different order functions to others though. Okie doke. Alpha Finance. FTX. I can see why you put this in your list already, or why you're looking at it, because we're seeing a bit of green, and okay, would have been good to see it push on, then pull back. This sideways action here just makes it a little bit unattractive for me. So I would either like to see it pull back on a, well, it won't be able to, if it pulls back on a higher time frame, the rules won't be met for the 8. So yeah, it's not the It's not exactly one for me. Do you find the market has been influenced majority by external factors recently more consistently? I assume you mean like, I don't know, tweets or news or things like that. It has always been affected by those things. So yeah, nothing's really changed really. People have left the market, people have come back, new people have come. So we all have one thing in common though, we're all humans and we all react very similar to certain things. Although we're individually different, we're very similar in certain aspects. So we tend to react to situations very much the same as we always have. Got a new subscriber. Thanks, Aiton. I'm glad you appreciated that. Do you think of ICP as a breakout? Let's have a look. Internet computer. What a name, honestly. Yeah, well, you can see that I had this level in there, so I was definitely watching it. What a name, internet computer. Sounds like it was made by some boomer. Dead set. Well, I have the level in there for a reason, or I was watching it for a reason. We don't really have any trend here. And the reason being is we have a low, equal high, lower low, now at equal high. So there's no real trend. What I would like to see though is this price action shape up into this level. So it's pulled back now. Would like to see another test just to solidify this level. If we don't get that, we just bust on through, then you know we can wait for a pullback into that level and see what happens. Hey Winston, yeah, I'm basically finished, mate. I can start again if you want. Not. How many XRP to get Trader Gold shaved in your head? I don't know. What's Ripple worth right now? $1. Well, look, I'm the type of person that I would need to have a decent amount of, I need to have a lot of money for it to make it work. And I never sell myself short. So 1 million Ripple. All right, done. Sign me up. All right. Look, that's enough out of me. So I'll see you next time. I hope you all enjoyed that. And yeah, have a good night. Bye for now.